everyone! So today's video is a Halloween tutorial, and I was really excited to do this because I love cats and they're awesome, and if I can look like a cat, that's great. No, I was really excited to do this look. It's really easy and simple. It's pretty quick to do, and it's really great for a last minute look if you are invited to a last minute party or you just want something simple and cute. Now this look can be adapted to be just a cute kind of cat or a sexy cat, so you can play it up with the lip color. If you don't want something like this, you can go with something less bright or more bright depending on what you're in the mood for. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching.
So before I started doing anything, I primed my face, and I'm just using the Revlon Photo Ready Primer in color correcting. But you can go ahead and use whichever primer you have and whichever one you prefer to use. So now I'm applying foundation, and I am taking Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation in Classic Ivory. You can go ahead and use whichever foundation you prefer, and I'm just applying some of the foundation to the back of my hand and then dotting it all over my face. And then I'm just going in with a stippling brush from Walmart and blending the product out across my face until I am happy with how it looks. Now I went ahead and added a second coat of foundation just because I wasn't completely happy with how it looked with just one coat, but this is completely optional. You do not have to do this. It's just what I decided to do. So now I went in with my Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer. I am the color Very Fair / Light, and I just apply this underneath my eyes, and I bring it down in sort of a triangular motion, and then I just went in and did that on the other eye as well, and then I blended it out with my fingers. I also brought some of the leftover product on top of my eyelid just because I didn't have a eye primer, but you don't have to do that. I just like to. And now I'm going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder, and I'm just going to take my Real Techniques buffing brush and buff underneath my eye to set the under eye concealer. Then with a fluffy powder brush from Walmart, I'm going in and setting the rest of my face powder with the same product. Then with my NYC matte bronzer in Sunny, I'm going ahead and contouring my cheeks. I like to start from the top of my ear and work my way down because I find that's just what works best for me. But if you go ahead and feel around your cheekbones, you'll be able to feel the hollows of your cheeks, and that's where you should contour. I'm also using a Real Techniques contouring brush. Then with my hard candy bronzer in the color Hula, I'm just going ahead and adding that kind of on top of this contour that I already did just to darken it up. This step is completely optional. You don't have to do this at all. I just like to. Then I'm going in with my Real Techniques buffing brush and just blending out the contour, and I just do it a whole bunch of times until I'm completely happy with it. And then I'm going in with the contour brush with no added product and adding it to the temples and underneath the jaw. And then I buff it out again. I wanted to try to add some white to my face, so I just went to go use a white eyeliner. It didn't really work the best, but it did a little bit, so I just added it and then blended it out. So now I take some Scotch tape and I'm just going to peel a piece and stick it to the back of my hand a couple of times so it's not as sticky, and I'm going to be putting this underneath my eye to create a line for my eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my Quo palette. I don't know the name of this palette. It's very old, and I'm going to take that off-white color and apply it to my lids. I am using a Real Technique base eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to stick that all over the lid. I'm taking my e.l.f. Little Black Beauty Book and taking a lighter brown shade. I'm going to go ahead and apply that just over where my crease is. You don't have to be really neat with this. I just did it a couple of times on both of the lids. I'm now taking my Covergirl Eyeenhancers in the color Sombra Realzadora. I'm just going to go in with a tapered crease brush from Quo, and I'm going to apply that to the outer corner and bring it in up along my crease. Now I just go back a bunch of times and do it again and again until I'm happy with how dark it is, so feel free to do that as well. So now I just went in with a darker brown color and added it to the outer V a little bit. You don't have to, but I decided I wanted to. And then I went in with my Real Technique Deluxe crease brush and just blended it out. And I just blend until I'm happy with it and that there's no harsh lines. So I went ahead and did winged eyeliner and added false lashes. And now with a liquid liner, I'm just drawing a line down from the top of my eyelid into the inner corner and down underneath the tear duct. And I used Ardell Demi Wispies for my lashes. So now I'm just taking a mascara, and I think it's by L'Oreal, the Voluminous Power 24-Hour Mascara, and I'm just going to put mascara on the bottom lashes. Now taking that same eye pencil as before, I'm going to go ahead with the black and add it to the waterline, and this just kind of connects that line from the inner corner. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. Now I'm just taking a brow brush and combing out my eyebrows, and with a dark brown eyeshadow and my Real Techniques brow brush, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. Now this is kind of how I do my eyebrows on a regular basis, but I just kind of enhanced it a little bit and made them a little bit darker than I normally would. Now going ahead with the same brush I used on my eyebrows and no extra product, I'm just dragging it underneath the eyes to kind of smoke it out a little bit. And then taking that Quo brush again and a dark shadow, I'm just dragging it down from the inner corner of my eye onto my nose. And this is going to contour the nose a little bit and give it a little bit of a structured look like cats tend to have, since they have a very structured nose. So then of course I'm going to go back in with that Real Technique brush and blend it all out so that there is no harsh lines on the nose. And now the fun begins. I'm taking a liquid eyeliner marker and I'm just going to start to draw the outline of the nose. You can start this wherever you want on the nose. It's up to you. I started kind of further down and I just outlined it into the shape that I wanted it, but you can do it however you want and take your time. Don't go super fast with this because you want it to look somewhat clean and not messy. And then once you have the shape that you like and you're happy with it, I just started to fill it in. If you prefer to use a gel liner and draw it on your nose with a eyeliner brush, go ahead and do that. It's whatever you find works best for you. So yeah, just go ahead and fill in what you have outlined. This part didn't record, but I set the black on the nose with a black shadow. And now I am highlighting the inner tear duct and underneath the eyebrows. And then with that same marker that I used for the nose, I am drawing dots on the face, which will be where the whiskers come out of. And you can do as many or as few whiskers as you want to. That is up to you. So now I just went ahead and added a pinkish red lipstick to finish it off. Feel free to use whichever color you prefer, and that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.